KJ Methods YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to all who may be interested in getting their real estate license. Well, as promised, guys, I told you that we were going to do a video on new agent expenses. It's kind of shocking to me that most people do not know that, yeah, there is going to be a cost involved to getting started in real estate. And so I just want you to be aware that you got to have some money to get started. For many students, it ends up being a non-starter. They work their tail off to pass the licensing exam, and then they have no money left in order to get started in real estate. That's why I keep saying you don't want to keep taking that exam. That is money that you could put towards your career. Why we at KJ Method is here to try to get you to pass on your very first try. Okay, so let's get started. New agent expenses. What kind of things would we be looking at? Well, number one, of course, we have that commission split. Now, the good thing about the commission split, as I said in the prior video, it could be 90-10, 50-50, 70-30. It doesn't really matter, but the agent gets the higher number. So if it's a 70-30 split, though, that means that your broker is going to be taking $30 for every $100 that you make, right? 30% of what you make. But at least this is on the back end in terms of you've already had a sale, so you're not coming with this money out of pocket. So I wouldn't worry about that too much as long as your broker is earning that money by giving you the amount of training that you expected to get. But how about the monthly fees? Yeah, sometimes brokers also charge a monthly fee. It may be for the office space, the support space, right, for the receptionist that is actually doing answering the phones, taking your voicemail, or for the person who is helping you out in the office. Let's say that. It could run the gamut, but there may be what we call like a desk fee that you would have to pay on a monthly basis. I don't know, that could go from, $50, $70, $30 a month. Again, all brokerages are different. No one is created equal. So you just have to ask the question of whether or not you have a desk fee that I have to pay on a monthly basis. All right, how about your post-license classes? Yes, generally, once you get your real estate license, you still have additional post-license classes that you are mandated to take, as well as, we'll talk about it a little later, continuing education classes. And so these can be costly, but again, depending on brokerage. If you're in one of the brokerages that have a lot of support, a lot of training, then those classes will most likely be free and you won't have to worry about it. Errors and omissions insurance. This is the insurance that would protect you and protect the broker in case you are negligent in a transaction. Now, everyone's going to carry errors and omissions insurance, but here again, it doesn't have to be that expensive because your broker probably has a policy where you can just pay into that policy and it may just be a couple of dollars a month. And so I would say anywhere between $750 and $1,000 a year for all of these expenses. Okay, how about marketing and advertising? Well, there is low-cost marketing and there is higher-cost marketing. As you guys probably know, you can ask people for referrals. You're just talking to people, chatting with people. You could go on social media, on the social media pages. That is what I would call lower-cost advertising because it's essentially just posting. You're posting on your Instagram, you're doing stories on your Instagram, you are talking to other people, letting everyone know that you're a real estate agent. These can be very easy to do and very low cost. But then you also have what we call paid advertising or the higher cost advertising, which would be things such as Google ads, Facebook ads, and these do tend to be pretty expensive. Also paper ads, right? You can actually put ads in, not necessarily a major newspaper, although you could, but maybe you would place ads in the local newspapers, right? Or you would place ads in the high school, publication that they put out, or the middle school publication that they put out. You're also going to need cards, flyers, professional photos, and so forth. And this also runs the gamut in terms of cost. And so I would say about 10% of gross would be a good marketing and advertising budget. But earlier years, you may have to pay more. As you move forward through real estate, you should get a number of people based upon referrals. You're always going to ask people to refer you to someone else. You do a good job. Hey, do you know anyone else who is looking to buy or sell? And then you continue on that path. And so that marketing and advertising budget, the longer you're in the business, could go down. As I stated, these are just estimates. Then we have transportation costs. Oh my goodness, this is a big one, right? Because you have gas, your car maintenance, your car insurance. You're typically going to taking people around, showing them houses, having people meet you in the office, right? Real estate is an on-the-fly business, so you're in the car a ton, going to conferences, going to office meetings. And so you have to take all of this into consideration. And I would say anywhere from $300 to $500 a month. This is also dependent upon whether you have a car loan on your car or not. You may not have a car loan, so it may be a little less, or you do have a car loan, which it could be a little bit more depending on what kind of car you are driving. All right, and then you have all of these miscellaneous expenses that come into play. There are a number of them, right? So you have, as I stated, like your business cards, your professional photos. You have the multiple listing service fees. You have the fees to become a professional realtor or use the designation realtor. You have continuing education fees. You have fees that are for your post license. You have lockbox fees. Now, it sounds like a lot, and it could be, but once again, I want you to weigh how much commission this broker is taking, and then what portion do they pay for or help you pay for. They may subsidize certain things for you. And so this I'm looking at from $300 to $700 per month. Now, don't begin to get afraid, because with some of these things, you don't have to pay it all at once, right? Some people get started in real estate, they're working another job, they know that they're going to be getting involved in real estate, they're starting to put money away before they actually pass that exam, and then they trickle the money out. I'm not saying that you have to have all of this money at one time. Right? You can get on payment plans for certain things. You can utilize a business credit card, things of that nature. All right, education though, as I said, different states are going to have post-license training, continuing education training, just staying up to date on certain things. I like to say you want to become like a subject matter expert on something, right? What do you want to focus on? Do you like first-time home buyers, or you want to deal with veterans? All of that takes learning and education. Now, of course, there's a ton of stuff on the internet. That would be one way of learning more and more information. And your broker, take advantage of all of the continuing education that your broker has to offer. But even if you want to go to one or two conferences a year, I would say $300 to $500 per year, because there may be that conference that you really want to go to that your broker is not going to pay for. All right, so I just want to end this one with giving you some career advice. Is this all inclusive? It is not. There may be some more things, but these are just some things that I came up with. Number one, make sure you pick the right broker for your situation. Everyone is different. Every broker is different. In the prior video, we did all of these questions that you can ask the broker. Make sure that they apply to you, and look at and give credence to the ones that are most important to you. Startup costs anywhere between $1,500 and $2,000. I would say that that's a good amount to put to the side to get started. As I stated, these expenses are going to come. They're, some trickle, some you have to do at one time. If you have a credit card and you're responsible with that credit card, then that certainly helps too. But about 1,500 to 2,000, you can start putting that money away while you're working your job. All right. Keep your expenses as low as possible, right? Just because you're a real estate agent, you got to build this business. Don't go buying brand new cars or anything like that. Just keep your car clean and be professional. You do not have to have the Mercedes to get started in real estate. So try to keep your expenses as low as possible at the beginning. Use the lower cost advertising as I explained earlier. All right, car magnets, shirts, business cards. Tell everyone, meaning when you go out, it is very cheap to get a car magnet on your car. Very, very cheap. All right, business cards, very, very cheap to get. And how about a shirt embroidered with who you are, right? Your particular agency on there. Just make sure it's okay with your brokerage in terms of the design and the logo, because it has to be certain color, certain size, and so forth. But these are very cheap ways that you can go out there and let everyone know that you are an agent, which goes to telling everyone you're an agent. Tell people in the store, right? Offer to ask people, hey, are you buying? Are you selling? Don't forget your friends and family. Don't forget your friends and family. So many people will not just start with their friends and family. On your Facebook page, you're telling people, I'm an agent, I'm hungry, I'm ready to serve you. Continue your education. As I stated, be a subject matter expert. Be someone that really knows a lot about a particular area. That way you can create a niche for yourself. Follow up with people, answer the phone. This is so crazy to me that people will actually be in a business where referrals and you don't get paid unless you are out there working, but then they won't answer their phone or they won't follow up with people. Understand in real estate, you need to move fast. And if you don't, this person is going to call someone else. So you have to be there. You have to be tethered to that phone and ready to answer and show the person that you are hungry and you're going to find them a house or you're going to sell their house for them. And lastly, network. Find other agents. Find mentors. If your brokerage has a mentor program, if they don't have a mentor program, find another agent and say, hey, can I shadow you? Can I come out? Tell me this, tell me that, ask questions, but network, be interested, go to the events and try to meet other agents so that you can expand that network. In fact, I get calls all the time. Hey, can you help me? Well, I know I don't really sell real estate. Could I? Sure. But no, I don't really do that. I'm doing the teaching. So what do? I refer those right out to students who I know are out there and they're hungry and they're going to do a good job. Other people will do the same for you. All right, guys. Well, that is it for today. I hope that was really helpful for you. Once again, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to all who may be interested in getting their real estate license. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for coming by the KJ Method, and we will see you next time.